Hi everybody, this is Mr. Roche. Welcome to week 4 of our remote learning, and we are continuing with the bouncy house. Last time we did this, we were working on getting the buttons to work, and now we're going to actually make them make dots and things like that. Okay, so that's what we're working on, and what we'd like to do is get over to Sublime. We want to open up your, use open to get to your bouncy house folder. Okay. And inside mine, I've got a bunch of different images, but I've basically got an index, and I got my styles in a CSS file, and I got a script. Okay. And what we were doing was we had worked on putting these buttons going, getting these going. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to start working on the mouse click function here, okay? So so that's what we really want to have happen here, okay? And so what we're going to do is there's a couple of functions that we need to program here. First off, we want to find the mouse position, like when we click. So basically, when you run it, and you hit this, let me get the developer tools out because they're our friends. But when you click this, we want to know where you clicked it. So right now it's going, you clicked me, and it's not doing anything else, right? We want to know where it got clicked. So the way to do that is to, we're going to have to do something in here. But first off, let's program this, okay? So let's get the mouse position. And basically, the event is a mouse click. And this thing actually comes with information that you can check out about what's going on, okay? Another thing we're going to have to do is we have to figure out the size of the canvas, and you kind of have to figure out the XY position based on where the canvas is and things like that. So here's what you do. You say var, and then you say something like, we want to know about the var, like the rectangle, right? And we're going to go like this, and we're going to go canvas dot get bounding client rec. It even shows up, okay? And that's pretty great. Okay, so we're going to do that, and we're going to run this, okay? We'll call it like, I don't know, my rec or something. Or C-rect or something like that. Okay, so it's like the canvas rectangle, okay? And so what this does is it gets the kind of like where it's located at, okay? And we actually sort of tried to figure that out before. We used it like up here somewhere. I already use it. Yeah, this is what we did here. Okay, so you know, we could use this, but the thing is the canvas moves around a little bit, so you kind of want this to happen like all the time when you do this. So okay, so we're gonna go like this, and then we're gonna go. Well, then all we need to do is return the x and y. Like this, we can figure out the x and y from this. But we'll say return, and this is kind of cool because what we're going to do is we're going to return like kind of like a list here, basically, like that has x and y, or like an object that would have an x and a y. So we're going to go like this. It's like a little like package. And we're going to say x equals, okay, and we're going to say evt, okay, dot client x, and that's JavaScript stuff to figure out where the x is there, right? Okay, and then we're going to use crect dot left. Okay, so it's finding out where it is in relation to like the leftmost corner. So what it's doing is it's finding out where it is in relation to this edge. Okay, this would be like the leftmost edge of this box. Okay, and then we're going to send it a y, and we're going to say evt client y minus crect dot top. Okay, and this is a return statement, so it'll return for us. Okay, and this will give us the mouse position. Okay, so what we want to do down here, that's the code for this. That's all you need. Okay, so so this gets an xy value. Okay, and what it does basically is it uses like this edge and this edge of the canvas to figure out where your X and Y is, okay? Because in normal like computer science stuff, like the top left corner is 0, 0. So what it's doing is it's finding you X and Y in relation to that, which is good. Okay, so let's figure out what we're going to do here. So what we want to do is might want to say something like, let's do another console log here. We'll check this. We'll say something like that, mouse position, right? And then we'll go like this. Oh, we got to run this thing first. Okay, so we're going to find mouse position. And I'm going to fill this in 1 second. But what I'm going to do here is, I don't really need you click me anymore because you know that works. But I can go like this right now, okay? And I can say var mouse, like position, okay, pause, is equal to, I'm going to say get mouse position. Okay, what do we call it? We called it get mouse pause, okay? And we're going to send it the canvas. And we're going to send it the event, okay, that's happening here, which it would be like a mouse click or a mouse down, right? Or mouse click. That's what we set it to be, okay? So it's just going to do that. And then we want to know what the mouse pause is, okay? So we'll say it's going to equal plus, let me do it down here, mouse pause dot x, okay? So these things will come back like this, and we'll say will be comma, so we can test it out. Mouse pause dot y, okay? So what this will do is it will call up. So this is what triggers when there is a mouse click, okay? Because it's the thing we added to. So see how oh no, we just did it right here. So when it's a mouse down, we're gonna do this. As soon as it's a down too, it's not even like a click. It's just a mouse down. And what's gonna happen is we're gonna call up this function up here that computes the XY coordinates for us, and it puts it in this little object, okay? And if you go mouse pause dot x and mouse pause dot y, you can get both those variables. So let's test that out, okay? So we'll do like a save all, okay? Let's run it here. Yeah, did save all, and then let's run. And you get bouncy house, and you get some tools. Let's go here. And if we click, this is a little messy, but it says 128, and it has actually a decimal number, which is a little bit sketchy, but it's okay. You can see we're getting these things here, okay? And see, like, this is the farthest one, and if you go up to the upper corner, it's going to be very close to 0. Like, I think because we have a border and stuff like that, it won't let us get to 0. But you can see that you can click and you can get different different parts of, you know, that going on, okay? So so that's kind of the first part of it right there, okay? You want to make sure you can do that, and let's stop for a second, and I can continue a little bit with another one too in a second, but let's get that to happen, okay? So now once we get the mouse position and we kind of tie it into the event listener, okay, we can now start adding like the points to the arrays. We had made these arrays, so we're going to add like the X to this array, the Y to this array. We're going to pick a ball color for the dot or the ball, and we're going to set some speeds, some like an X axis speed and a Y axis speed, so they can move around, okay? So that these arrays need to get like filled up. That's what's going to happen, okay? And since we've been studying JavaScript, we know how we could add things to arrays using push, and we also have to generate some random numbers to figure out like a color, okay? Because I have so many colors on my color list, right? But what I want to do is I want to pick one that's on there and stuff like that. And then I want to pick some speed values too. Okay, so we're going to do that now with AddClick. Okay, and the way we would do this, okay, is we would say x, like x coordinate list, right? That's the thing we're trying to add to. Okay, I'm trying to do it. There you go, x coordinate list, right? I'm going to push the x coordinate, okay? And also to do this, what we're going to do is, let me run down here for a second. Right here in the event listener, I'm going to now add something that's going to do this, okay? So, well, here, let's program this thing first. Okay, sorry. So I'm going to do the AddClick, okay? And I'm going to run out of time, so let's get this program, then we can test it out next time, okay? So I'm going to go for the y coordinate list. I'm going to push the y coordinate, okay? And that's good. And then one thing I want to do is I want to pick a random number for our color. Okay, so I'll make a var random color, okay, number, and that's going to be just like we've been doing in these exercises. It's going to say math.floor of, okay, and then inside there I'm going to pick math.random, okay, and I'm going to let it be times our variable for total colors. So what we're doing is we're loading xy coordinates, right? Okay. Okay, at a location on the array, and they're always going to be in the same position. Like the first one's going to be at position 0, so they just get loaded on like that. And then the next thing you do is to pick a random color for them. Okay, and this is where all your color work comes in. Okay. Okay, and basically we're doing this. This is just right out of our playbook of stuff. And what we need to know is we need to know how many colors are available. Okay, so we made a variable called total color. I'm going to change it to total colors. Okay, because we have more than one color. And what it does is depends on this. It just figures out this length variable. So we can just use it down here to total colors. Okay, like that. And that's going to give us like a random number for that. Okay. And that seems good, right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to add this to our ball color list. So we have a variable called ball color, and we're going to go like this. We're going to say, we're just going to push this color on here. So we're going to say ball color dot push, just like we were doing before, but this time instead of pushing like a number, we're going to push a color. Okay, and we're going to push random color. Okay. And that's great. And then we have to get a speed. So now we need speeds, like ball speed variables. And I'm running out of time here. Okay. And maybe I'll leave it at that right now. So just make sure we have this. Okay. And we'll try to get the ball speeds on here real quick. Okay. Let me see. I'll try. Okay. So what we got to do is actually, no, it's going to take some time. So I'll stop right here. Okay. So what we've done is we've gotten the mouse position, which is awesome. We've gotten the mouse called up here, right? And then actually we could do this before we leave, is that we could go like this here. No, I'll let it go. Because we have to get a call to AddClick. Because once you get the mouse position, you're just going to call up AddClick, basically down here. Okay, so we're going to put a call to AddClick, and we'll do that next time. Okay, all right. So get that done. Thanks. Bye.